Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David.
Well, Ben's...
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Irving. Right now he leads in the East, getting plenty of ballots with his name on it.
And as much of an honor as it is to make the team, finishing number one, I think it's just that much bigger.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Look at the 76ers starting group. Simmons and Smith are your 1 and your 2. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Richardson in at the 3. And looking at the Nets, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Allen is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the point guard position. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Durant attacking, and KD throws it down.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Smith the pass to Simmons. Richardson gets a wide open look. Clark, you love these kind of games. Two teams with huge expectations this season.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. I mean, this really could be a foreshadowing of the playoffs. I mean, neither side wants to give in to the other, so I think we've got two playoff teams here.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Poked away. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Embiid. Nice defense from KD.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Smith against LeVert. Shot from 12. Nice shot by Smith.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Passes it to KD. Over Richardson. KD's shot is off. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here's Richardson outside. The three-pointer is right on target.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Here's Durant. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
Up top, Simmons. Guarded by Harris. Simmons inside. Harris is there, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Nets leading by 3. Outside Durant. Over Richardson. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Smith the pass to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
LeVert inside the line. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And it's Smith missing. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Warren's checked in for Brooklyn. Philadelphia also making some changes. James Ennis comes in for Richardson, and Trey Burke subbed in for Zaire Smith. Embiid against Jordan. Embiid dishes to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Yep, that one goes in there. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
Burke can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And stolen by Simmons. Brooklyn with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Harris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
Most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Up top, Simmons. Guarded by Harris. Here's Horford, and it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why he shouldn't try to do it.
That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Horford. Rejected by Harris. They get it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Karis LeVert. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. And Raul Neto subbed in for Simmons. Puts one up from 19. And he overshot that one, missing. The 76ers trail by 5. To the left side wing. Ennis with the ball. He's against Jordan. Ennis, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Warren on the wing. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Wilson Chandler's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Jonah Bolden's checked in for Philadelphia. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nets.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Scott can't get it to go. And it's Warren with the ball for Brooklyn. 6-point lead. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And that one falls for Prince. And a four-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively. And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Burke, the pass to Scott. Back to Burke. The shot. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The consistency of Kevin Durant, it's remarkable. He gives you everything you can ask for on the offensive end. Prolific, efficient, and he does it night in and night out.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like, Kenny disrupt me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Nets leading by 19. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Harris in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Simmons against Harris. Passes it to Richardson. Clock at 4. Buries it from three-point range. Richardson's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Harris with it. Now Smith defending. Durant for three. They get it back. No good from Jordan.
Well, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
The 76ers trail by 18.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
With the putback, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second basket.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Shots good by Durant. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Richardson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brooklyn leading by 20. It's Durant on the wing. Jordan high post. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Embiid against Allen. And he comes up with the deuce. That's now 8 points for Jordan.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Richardson finds Smith. Second chance effort. Embiid. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Durant against Richardson. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Allen. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. And Caruge is subbed in for LeVert. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Simmons. Here's Bolden. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years mark of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steal us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
Shoots. Off the left rim and out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here is Warren. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
You know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Now here's Burke, guarded by Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. And that one falls for Burke.
And we see the league-wide move discouraging mid-range shots. The Nets definitely among that group.
Yeah, and it's borne out here in that last season they took the third fewest mid-range shots and allowed the second most. So the analytics message taking real strong hold in Brooklyn.
The Nets making a switch here. Prince is checked in. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
LeVert's checked in for Jordan. The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
To the paint, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now the pass to Bolden. Burke with it. Now Chandler defending. And that one's good. Burke's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Up top, Warren. 6 points for him. Chandler kicks to LeVert. No good on the 3. The 76ers trail by 15. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Bolden. No good with the triple. And it's Warren with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Bolden passes to Burke. Here's Bolden. Missed. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Just can't wait till I get
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The 76ers trail by 15 on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Burke. And it's Bolden in at the 2 spot. Teardrop shot. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Allen. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Back to Harris. Allen right side. Over Embiid. Allen's shot is off. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Pass to Embiid. Stolen by LeVert. In transition, here come the Nets. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Brooklyn. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Burke. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Simmons is checked in. Here's Durant. Lays it up off the glass. Durant's got 22.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Got a piece of it. Burke dishes to Simmons. And that one, good.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Brooklyn leading by 17. Durant down low. Richardson covering. Allen kicks to Harris. Pass to Prince. Clock at 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
That one misses for Prince. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve the rebound?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
Free throw, good. Allen.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business. Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick and roll situations.
And it's LeVert missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Burke, the pass to Simmons. Shoots over LeVert. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Burke. 10 points for Ben Simmons. Durant in the corner. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Nets lead by 18.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Simmons. From 12 feet out, and Jordan sends it back. Here's KD, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Smith has checked in. That's good from Durant.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. And you can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. He kicks it to Richardson. Back to Simmons. Over Harris. No good from Simmons. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Nets leading by 21. Here's Allen. That one off the back iron and out.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
He gets that one. 8 points for Josh Richardson.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Durant. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers trail by 19. Takes the 13-footer. No good from Simmons. The Nets have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. They double-team KD. And now Philadelphia on the break. Smith's running. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're leading by 17. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Durant. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. That one falls. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Bucket is good. 12 points for Ben Simmons.
And, you know, guys, we know Simmons most enjoys getting others involved, but he's showing you he can have huge nights himself as well.
KD against Richardson. Now LeVert down low. Here's Allen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And he gets the bucket.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Musa. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Picked his pocket. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Temple gets the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Korkmaz kicks to Neto. With some arc, Brooklyn with the rebound. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate Just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we